is also an indicator of how much you love WWE. I'm in my locker room one day, kicking it with Kevin.
WWE has stumbled spectacularly with John Cena's heel turn, an angle that promised to shake the very foundations of the company, but instead landed with a thud. Once the unquestioned face of WWE for nearly 2 decades, Cena's shift to the dark side was meant to be groundbreaking, a bold reinvention for a wrestling icon. Yet, what unfolded was a confusing, poorly executed storyline riddled with weak motivations, retconned history, and missed opportunities. Instead of electrifying the fan base, the heel turn has left many disillusioned, questioning the creative direction and lamenting what could have been. This failure isn't just about Cena's character. It reflects WWE's struggle to balance legacy with innovation in an evolving wrestling landscape. A glimmer of what could have been. The 2012 to 2013 heel turn plans. The only time in Cena's storied babyface run when a heel turn seemed like a distinct possibility was around 2012 or 2013, during his high-profile feud with The Rock. There were indeed concrete plans on the table for Cena to shed his babyface persona and embrace the dark side. According to Cena himself, this heel turn was poised to change everything. The plans went far beyond just a new attitude. Cena was set to debut new ring attire that reflected a colder, more ruthless version of himself, coupled with a fresh, hard-hitting theme song to punctuate the transformation. The excitement around this shift was palpable. Fans and insiders alike sensed that Cena's motivations for turning heel would make sense narratively and resonate emotionally. However, those plans were ultimately scrapped, leaving WWE's Golden Boy to continue his role as the quintessential good guy. Still, the potential of that turn lingered in the wrestling community's imagination. A tantalizing what-if that teased a dramatic evolution for Cena at the height of his career. At the time, Cena faced significant backlash from a certain demographic who felt he didn't deserve the top spot, and a heel turn could have dramatically flipped the script, showing Cena reacting to the crowd's mixed reception with a bitter, hard-edged persona. Unfortunately, WWE never took the plunge then, and the moment passed. The 2025 heel turn, from bizarre pitch to mixed reception. Fast forward to the start of 2025, and the landscape had shifted dramatically. The idea of turning Cena heel resurfaced, but under perplexing circumstances. The Rock, fresh from a guest appearance, pitched the concept, not for Cena but for Cody Rhodes, who was at the time one of WWE's most beloved faces. The suggestion struck many as bizarre and tone-deaf. Cody Rhodes had zero credible motivation to abandon the fans who had passionately supported him. The idea felt forced, lacking the emotional foundation that makes a heel turn impactful. When word of The Rock's pitch surfaced online, fans were quick to call out the legendary star for having flashy ideas, but little grasp of how to execute them meaningfully. Why turn Rhodes heel when WWE was thriving? The company had built its success around elevating a hero to embody the brand's values and connect with a diverse fan base. The heel turn could have risked alienating fans and damaging the business. Fans compared this to the failed attempt to turn Stone Cold Steve Austin heel in 2001, a move that never truly materialized, thanks to shrewd backstage decisions. Eventually, it was WWE COO Triple H who made the bold, inspired choice to go with John Cena as the heel. This was a seismic shift. Cena spending the twilight of his in-ring career as a villain was risky but exciting. Cena himself was fully on board, and it was said he and Triple H brainstormed extensively about how to make the turn meaningful, impactful, and memorable. The heel turn unfolds. Elimination Chamber 2025. The official heel turn occurred at the 2025 Elimination Chamber event in an angle that was meant to shock the world. The Rock attempted to convince Cody Rhodes to sell his soul, essentially coaxing him to turn heel. When Rhodes refused, Cena shocked everyone by embracing The Rock's offer and turning against Rhodes in a stunning betrayal. But here's where the cracks began to show. Cena siding with The Rock, his longtime rival, made no sense given their recent history. The last time these two shared the ring, Cena took a devastating rock bottom at WrestleMania 40. Now suddenly, Cena was playing the role of The Rock's corporate ally? The relationship between them was never adequately explained or built up, leaving fans confused and skeptical. It felt like WWE had retconned their complicated history without giving any context, robbing the storyline of emotional weight. To make matters worse, The Rock's involvement evaporated almost immediately. When The Rock no-showed WrestleMania 41, fans saw the heel turn as a complete failure. The Rock was supposed to be the linchpin of the angle. His sudden absence made the entire storyline feel incomplete and abandoned. Fans likened this to one of the original members of the New Day vanishing right after a major heel turn from Big E, a scenario that would never have been allowed to stand without explanation in WWE's history. Why Cena? Why now? With The Rock's disappearance from the angle, WWE scrambled to provide Cena with a motivation for his heel turn. Why would Cena, who had been embraced by the fans for over a decade, suddenly betray them and abandon the morals that defined his character? The answer came during a blistering promo on the March 17th episode of Raw, where Cena laid out his rationale. In an emotionally charged moment, Cena confessed, "You're making this so easy for me. For 25 years, I've been the victim. I've been the victim of an abusive relationship." His words dripped with bitterness as he accused the fans of turning on him, of being awful for a quarter of a century. Cena declared that he was neither face nor heel. He was simply human, and the constant jeers and boos had finally broken him. While this motivation is not without precedent in wrestling storytelling, the idea of a hero turning bitter after feeling rejected, its execution felt disjointed. Why choose this particular moment for Cena to lash out? The crowd had been pro-Cena for years, sometimes even cheering wildly during his promos. The supposed abuse never materialized at this juncture, making Cena's grievance feel contrived. The fallout: mixed execution and confused messaging. Cena went on to reveal his retirement plans, stating, "I'm actually walking away at the end of this year." He explained that he had tried one last time to connect with the fans, to do something good, only to have it ruined. Cena painted himself as a man pushed to the edge by the fans' ingratitude. The image was dramatic. Cena poised to ruin professional wrestling before his departure, claiming the WWE Championship as his final legacy. This idea had promise. A legendary star defying expectations by burning bridges and rewriting his story on his own terms. However, the reality has been far less compelling. Cena did receive new entrance graphics, simple, understated visuals that starkly contrasted his old, colorful, high-energy presentation. He debuted fresh merchandise featuring retirement tour themes, including city-specific designs for each stop, which added some flavor. But overall, Cena's look and in-ring style remained largely the same, failing to fully embody a sinister new persona. Glimmers of a possible redemption? After a successful WWE title defense against Randy Orton at Backlash, Cena was seen wiping a tear from his eye backstage, a subtle hint that perhaps his heel turn is not permanent. The idea that Cena will inevitably revert to babyface status before his retirement tour ends is widely expected, but many did not anticipate these teasers arriving so early. The question now is whether WWE regrets the decision to turn Cena heel. If Cody Rhodes was always planning to take a leave of absence after WrestleMania 41, could WWE have kept Cena as a babyface? With Rhodes currently absent, Cena remains WWE's top full-time babyface, a position many believe suits him better. As 2025 progresses, fans are divided. While some hope for memorable moments and strong matches born from the heel turn, many fear it will ultimately be remembered as a misstep. The dialogue around Cena's heel turn has been dominated by criticism and confusion, with little positive buzz. The biggest what-if in WWE's recent history. John Cena's heel turn had the potential to be a groundbreaking moment in WWE history, akin to Stone Cold Steve Austin's iconic turn in the late 1990s, or Hulk Hogan's heel transformation as the NWO leader. Instead, it stands as a cautionary tale of how even the biggest stars and boldest ideas can falter without cohesive storytelling, clear motivation, and consistent execution. For now, Cena's heel run remains a flawed but intriguing chapter in his legendary career, one that sparked fierce debate, passionate fan reactions, and endless speculation about what could have been. As Cena's retirement draws nearer, only time will tell if WWE can salvage this storyline or if Cena will return to the role the fans truly love.